Medical bills pile up fast after a wreck, and one wrong move can leave you paying costs the insurance company should cover. I'll show you exactly how Texas coverage works, how to route your bills so nothing falls through the cracks, and how to avoid costly mistakes that can drain your settlement. Hey, I'm Greg Oberg, a Texas personal injury trial lawyer. If you've been hurt and need clear help sorting medical bills, insurance options, and next steps, call 9-726-829700. Let's get your care covered and your claim organized. First, let's go through the types of coverage that may apply. First is Personal Injury Protection, PIP. PIP is the fastest safety net for many Texans because it pays regardless of who caused the crash. It can cover reasonable medical expenses and up to your policy limits, a portion of lost wages or essential household services because it's no fault. You don't wait for liability to be resolved before treatment is funded. If you purchased PIP and didn't waive it in writing, submit bills early. Provide claim numbers to your providers so they can bill PIP directly. PIP payments reduce stress and help you keep treatment consistent, which also strengthens your injury documentation. Next, medical payments coverage, MedPay. MedPay is similar in speed but narrower in scope. It reimburses medical expenses up to the limit, typically smaller than PIP, and does not include wage replacement. MedPay can still be valuable as a bridge, especially for deductibles or co-pays on major services like imaging or specialist visits. Use MedPay to keep balances from aging while liability is investigated. Third, health insurance. Your health plan remains a crucial layer. Even with deductibles and co-insurance, health coverage can pay for large procedures, therapy, and follow-up care once PIP or MedPay are exhausted. Keep in mind that many health plans reserve the right to be reimbursed from any settlement for what they paid related to the crash. That's called subrogation or reimbursement. ERISA and government plans often have strong rights here. Don't let that intimidate you. It simply means you plan ahead to address liens and negotiate where appropriate when the claim resolves. The advantage right now is continuity of care. Health insurance keeps the medical team moving while the legal process runs on its own timeline. Then there's also third-party liability insurance. If another driver is at fault, their liability insurer ultimately owes for your compensable losses up to policy limits, but they typically will not pay bills as they come in. They settle once at the end. That's why you don't wait on the at-fault carrier to take care of everything. You treat, you document, and you route interim bills through PIP, MedPay, and health insurance. Meanwhile, you build the liability file so when settlement comes, it includes the full picture: medical costs, wage loss, and the human impact of your injuries. And lastly, uninsured/underinsured motorist, UM/UIM. When the at-fault driver has no insurance or not enough to cover your losses, UM/UIM can fill the gap under your own policy. If you didn't decline it in writing, you probably have it. UM/UIM is often the difference between not enough and fully covered, especially in serious injuries where hospital and rehabilitation costs are substantial. Treat UM/UIM like a separate claim you prepare carefully with documentation and deadlines, just like a liability claim. Smoothly connecting this to next steps. Once you know the coverages that might apply, the question becomes how to put them to work without creating a billing mess or losing leverage with the insurers. Think of payment as a relay. Immediate care is routed to PIP and MedPay first because they pay quickly without fault questions. When those limits are reached, bills flow to health insurance under your normal policy rules. You keep all explanations of benefits, itemized bills, and receipts in one place. If a provider sends a balance while a claim is pending, ask about holding the account or using a medical lien so collections don't start while coverage is being verified. Many hospitals and therapy clinics will wait for resolution if they know there is an active bodily injury claim and there is coordination with counsel. File claims early and in writing. Provide claim numbers to providers to reduce confusion, and recheck that each bill was submitted to the right carrier. When you receive duplicate or inconsistent billing, call the provider's billing department to correct the payer order. Ask them to submit first to PIP/MedPay, then to health insurance. If you get a denial due to coding, ask the provider to recode and resubmit rather than paying out of pocket. Always keep copies of everything: ER records, imaging reports, therapy notes, and wage loss letters from your employer. This becomes your proof package later. Be careful with recorded statements and blanket medical authorizations for an opposing insurer. Short, courteous calls with basic facts are fine, but detailed statements and broad releases can undercut your claim and open your entire medical history. You're better served delivering curated, relevant medical records at the right time within a demand package that explains the injuries and the costs in context. Throughout, you'll want to track liens and reimbursements. Some plans will send you notice letters, save them, and keep a running list so you can reconcile at settlement. Done right, this process keeps treatment moving now and preserves leverage for a fair resolution later. As you follow this path, you may still hit obstacles. That's where anticipating challenges and knowing how to overcome them makes the difference between a frustrating experience and a controlled one. Insurers delay, deny, or downplay for predictable reasons. They may argue a gap in treatment means you weren't really hurt, claim a pre-existing condition is to blame, or say your imaging doesn't match your reported pain. They may dispute whether a particular therapy is medically necessary, push back on the number of sessions, or contest out-of-network charges. When multiple coverages are in play, carriers sometimes point fingers. Health insurance waits for auto coverage to pay. The auto carrier claims your health plan should handle it. Meanwhile, bills age and balance notices arrive. The solution is structure. You keep the payer order clear, ask providers to bill the right carrier, and use health insurance as the backbone when fast pay auto benefits run out. Another common challenge arises when the at-fault policy limits are low compared to the cost of your care. That's when UM/UIM may be triggered, but it doesn't happen automatically. You have to document the exhaustion of the liability limits and present a full, well-supported UM/UIM claim. You also have to watch the release language carefully so you don't sign away rights to pursue UM/UIM by accident. On top of that, hospital liens and health plan reimbursement claims must be addressed before funds are dispersed, or you risk post-settlement headaches. Negotiating lien reductions is often possible, particularly when the settlement is limited by policy caps. Getting those numbers down puts more of the recovery where it belongs, in your pocket for future care and stability. Here's the bottom line. Get care promptly, route bills to fast pay auto benefits first, lean on health insurance for continuity, and build a clean record of every cost tied to your injuries. If you've been in a car accident and you're feeling overwhelmed or unsure about what to do next, you don't have to figure it out alone. At Oberg Law Office, we've been helping injured Texans for over 30 years, and we're here for you too. If you or someone you care about was hurt in a crash, call us at 972-682-9700. Let's talk about what happened and what your options may be. And if this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe and check out the next one.